Hello everyone, it's Fade, and welcome back to a brand new video. I've made series a couple times as a kid, stuff like Sonic Bros. Z or other shit like that, but I've never really gone anywhere. However, this time I'm 100% sure that this series I'm making right now is going to be better than anything that's come before. Okay, I don't think it's going to be that big. However, I do want this series to be the modern fan series for a lot of future fans. Like, whenever they think of fan series, they think of, oh, Terios Attacks or something. A genuine, heartfelt letter to not only the fan series that's come before it, but also for the fans that will come and watch this as well, along with just the Sonic franchise in general. Now, Terios Attacks. Terios Attacks is not the official name. I'm going to probably change it still. I just had the logo and everything for it already, so I wanted to use that for the intro. I'd have the intro play here, or at least with audio. I don't know what I did. The copyright audio, obviously. But I'll get to that actually in a bit, because I do want to talk about copyright and all that other stuff. Now, before I explain what the series is about particularly, I want to first explain who Terios as a character is. Terios is a concept that Shadow had back during his design era. Now, this design seemed to have gone pretty far, enough to the point that they used it as a skin in Sonic X Shadow Generations, which was my main inspiration for doing the series in the first place. Terios actually had a few redesigns of himself before eventually landing on Shadow as we have today. However, I think it would be pretty cool to use the first series I'm using the first series. It kind of reminds me of the whole NASA thing back when, there was that whole Supersonic leak and Supersonic had a whole blue design. Now, who is Terios as a character, and what is Terios Attacks? Terios Attacks is a series about how Terios, who is a concept, eventually breaks out of white space. White space is obviously the same as in Generations, however with a key difference, that being now also houses concepts and unused designs. Let's say for instance the emerald from Sonic 1. Sonic 1 had 6 emeralds, all of which that were only used about once before we eventually got the permanent design with the whole triangular aspect, which allows Sonic to go supersonic. Now, these are unused concepts that got sent to the void. Basically, anything that's unused for a long period of time will be sent to the void. Now, for Terios, in his position, he was used in a way. His design got pretty far to the point literally existing in the world at one point. However, he was eventually kicked out for Shadow. Now, Terios doesn't really know this, but every single concept in the universe has a certain feeling that they are meant for something. And depending on how much use they've had from the company itself, or things of that nature, they have more sentience. For instance, Feels the rabbit or Blaze's beta design all have more sentience than something like Sonic's very basic design, as Feels was his skin. Terios eventually realizes that he is a concept, and he wants to get out of the world so he can take back what he thought was his. He eventually confronts Shadow, and then, things happen. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil everything, but I wanted to give y'all a sort of synopsis for the story. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I am not just using concepts, but I am also using glitches, so you can speculate on who you think is going to be in there. You can also give ideas as to who you want in the series. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee, but you never know. Now, my main goal is to have this series in 3 acts. Now, obviously, I know some people are going to call out Nazo Unleashed, but I am doing it because I just generally think it would be pretty cool. I remember back, I was like, 3 acts? That's a pretty cool movie name. And then I realized that it was supposed to be like Sonic stages, and I was like, oh. Whoops. I just generally think it will work for this type of series I'm going for. And I want to stress that not everything is 100% accurate. Things could change about Terios, about the enemies that could show up, about how the episode structure. This is very, very basic planning. I just want to share this with you guys because I want to work on this series for a long time. I've been writing stuff about it for a bit, and I just want to finally share this out. Now, originally I was going to send this for the Gamescade showcasing that he was doing for the anniversary. However, I unfortunately couldn't get it on time. But then I realized this finally is allowing me to push and do what I want to do with the series. I hope that you guys will enjoy the entire movie and, give me some criticism throughout Act 1 to Act 3 so that I can fix stuff along the way. Because at the end, nothing is perfect. But with your guys' support, I think we can make a genuinely really good Sonic series. So, now on to a few other things. Number 1, I have a speed anime kind of my intro and how I made it. First things first, I had storyboards. Now, my storyboards were not pretty. However, it's just an ends to the means, just to keep a good idea of what I wanted to do with the intro itself. I was rushing because obviously the Gamescade showcase thing, but eventually I watched it anyway, so there's no point. So some things are a little rushed, a lot rushed. However, I think it overall turned out pretty okay. I'll like split into like different sections here of just what I was intending and things of that nature. Now, I wasn't really having like a vision with this intro in particular. I just kind of did like the whole stereotypical anime intro, if that makes sense. Just showing off the characters and who's going to be in there. Obviously, there will be more characters aside from these, like, what, like 6? No, I think it's like 9, yeah. But in general, I just want to show like the main cast, the villain, etc. Eventually, I was able to start animating slowly, bit by bit. The storyboards actually did help out a lot because I feel like a problem I have is I get a bit too ambitious / like, I just kind of change ideas on the fly, which can harm my project a lot. Of course, I did change some things, as you can see on the screen, but I overall think my vision was pushed pretty well. I just think my animation skills just need improvement. So, there we go. If y'all want to see more of like a fuller video of me working on my intro, just let me know. I will probably post it anyway. I just want to show y'all a little bit behind the scenes, and yeah. So, now the second thing. Now, I've seen a lot of YouTubers lose their monetization, YouTube being, well, YouTube. The main reason for wanting to make more money from YouTube is to make more content for you guys. At the end of the day, I love doing YouTube for YouTube. I love making content for you guys. I love seeing people smile. Like, that's generally my goal. So if I could do that full time, that would be amazing. However, with YouTube being really finicky and being weird about like monetization and policies and stuff, I want to make 100% sure that I can still make content for you guys without having to worry about money side essentially. Which is why I made a Patreon. I also will make a members. I don't know by the time I finish it will be up or not, but you'll see if you'll see it. Now, I also have a Ko-fi, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I don't want to really paywall too much because I've gone through a situation where I can't really pay for people's Patreons. Like, I have the luxury to do that now, and I am very happy that I can support creators, like, in a different type of way. However, I also know there are a lot of people that really enjoy my content that obviously can't pay me to like enjoy it, which is never my intention. If you watch the videos and you like the videos, that's all I really want from you. You do not need to pay me at all. I simply am just making this to hopefully have some type of backup plan in case things happen. And also to just generally, if people want to support in a different way, they can support in a different way. So in terms of tiers, you have the base up to Super Saiyan Blue tier. If you pay for base, then you basically get all the perks. You don't really need to pay any higher unless you really want to. Perks include early access to videos, more exclusive previews, and things of that nature. Now, I will not stop posting shorts for previews and stuff. This is simply just a way for people to, a little bonus, because obviously you're paying. You should at the very least get something. And then not to mention, you'll also be shouted out in the video. I'll put you in like the beginning of the video and the end of the video. And then another thing that I actually want to do starting soon is I want to use copyrighted music and all that stuff on the Patreon instead of the mainland YouTube channel. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I love using copyrighted music for my animations just because I think they fit better, and I just love having like all these ideas in my head with these songs. However, obviously I can't do that because YouTube will, you know, demonetize me, and that's not even like a problem for me, low-key. Like, honestly, I wouldn't really care if like I got demonetized, but sometimes YouTube will straight up block like sections of the world from watching my stuff, and I don't want to block anyone's view of me, so I will avoid copyrighted music on my channel at all times. And I will only really ever post it for shorts, which you guys will still see it. Or if you want, you can go on my Twitter, you know, .com/fakecoms, you know what I'm saying. And then you can see it there. That's where I posted the rock version of Shadow vs. Vegeta. It's supposed to like represent the whole Dragon Ball rock music in the dub, because I know that's a little cringy, but I like it a lot. I really grew up with it, and it was really fun. So in case that I post like rock versions of things or copyright versions of things, you can go see on that channel. Sometimes I might actually post things early on Patreon for everybody to watch, not just members, so that way everyone can enjoy like an early watch every now and then. Of course, at the end of the day, Patrons will get priority. You'll also get access to lower comms, so in case you want to commission me or something, you get a discounted commission on my Patreon rather than on the commissioning me to Twitter or something. Keep in mind, you don't have to pay me in order to get a discounted commission. Patreon members will get a discount, but for anyone that wants to commission me through Patreon, you will get a discount. So overall, that's my overall goal with Patreon. The funds will go to anything YouTube wise or just generally helping me wise. I do want to get potentially a new PC because honestly, dog, I've been struggling with storage issues for a lot now, and no matter what I clear at this point, my laptop will still be at like 392 megabytes or something, and I'm just like, okay, I just can't deal with this anymore. So, yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you do not have to support at all. I just love y'all watching my videos and just enjoying them. That's all I really want. This is just a way for people that want to help support in any other way to have an easier access when doing so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hype the video, I guess. I guess, like, I don't know, I think on like a few certain videos you can like hype my video, so I would greatly appreciate it. So, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.